Hey friends, hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to do an update on all the products I use in my home because I made a couple videos on this. It was almost a year ago now, which is crazy. I did 2 different videos, every single beauty product I use and every single household cleaning product I use. But since then I've made a few just minor adjustments. Things have trimmed down and tailored a little bit, and I've got a lot of new folks at the channel here, lots of new friends. So I wanted to give you an update for 2025 on everything I use. And there's actually so few products that I've combined household and beauty into one video. So this will be an all-encompassing every single product I use video, and we'll give you a nice satisfying visual at the end of what it all looks like because spoiler alert, it's only 10 products. That means everything for my hair, my face, my body, general hygiene, oral hygiene, and kitchen stuff, cleaning stuff, bathroom stuff. It's all just 10 products. And it took me some experimenting to get here. And over the years, I used to use so many different things. I was a sucker to the marketing like most people are, that you need this spray for that, and that's a toilet cleaner, that's a counter cleaner, that's a window cleaner. This is for your body, this is for your face, this is for your hair, this is to make your face look better, this is to make you smell a certain way, blah, 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 the list goes on. I think if you were looking into the average, at least American home, between things people use for their body and hair and hygiene and things they use to clean, it could number probably from 20 anywhere to 50 products. Some people are just really into like crazy skincare routines that just for their face alone, they have 10 different products. And I used to subscribe to that mentality, but now I think it is bogus. We are sold so many lies, especially in the beauty industry, but in the cleaning industry as well. Anything to make a dollar. The marketing machine is real. I know, I was a marketing major in college and I learned everything about what I don't want to do for a living, but that's another video. But there are so many lotions and potions and magic sprays and things that we are sold that we think we need to have a proper home or proper hygiene or proper appearance. But at least in my opinion, in my own experience, I found the more I let go of, the more I just tailor it down to a very small amount of things. Not only is it just easier to go shopping, it is of course much better on my bank account because those things can really, really add up. And it also has made cleaning a breeze. And for my own personal hygiene, everything is still hygienic, if you will. But so many things have actually improved, and I'll get to that down the line as I talk about these products. But so I would like to provide this today if you are new to minimalism or newer. One of the things people don't really think to declutter are the products that they're using. And this is one of the most important things because A, like I said, it will save you time and money, but B, it is much, much better for the environment because most of these things are toxic and ridden with chemicals and just crap that A, you shouldn't be putting on your body, B, you shouldn't be breathing in, C, your kids and pets absolutely should not be breathing in, and D, it's stuff that ends up back in the water system, which ends up in the water we drink or the food that we eat, and that is not good. So the more you can pull back and simplify to a small amount of things that are as natural as possible, it's just going to be better for you all around. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the cleaning products, and drum roll, I have a total of three for my entire home. Yes, I don't live in a gigantic home, but I also don't live in a shoebox. I'm in about 550 square feet. It's a 1-bedroom apartment. It's a decent size. I have a couple tools like a brush or a sponge or whatever. Toilet cleaning brush. I don't count those as products because today I'm talking about consumables. That means something that has a finite lifespan. You use it, it gets used, it's done. Something like a toilet brush will just, work indefinitely. So for the sake of definition, I'm talking about things that have finite lifespans that are limited to the volume of what you buy them in, and then you have to buy them again. So what are they? Number 1, laundry soap. I've used this brand forever. I get the unscented kind. I'm not overly sensitive like skin wise, but I think scented anything is just gross. It's usually way artificial. Even if it's natural scented, it's in laundry soaps, I think it's just usually way too much. Makes their clothes stink like it, don't want it. This is probably the least natural product I have. It is mostly plant-derived and mostly mineral-derived. There's a couple synthetic things in it, but they're not overly harsh chemicals like bleach or anything like that. And it's worked for me. Are there better, more eco-friendly laundry soaps out there? Maybe, but I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm just doing my best here. And this is a pretty good overall rated brand. It is cruelty-free, which is important to me. So 7th generation, that is for my laundry. A lot of you have asked how often I do laundry because my wardrobe is so small. You think I must be doing laundry every day. No, I don't want to do that. A, that's a waste of water. B, that's a waste of my time. Because I wear a uniform to work, that's the bulk of what's on my body during like 5 days a week, and it's jeans and a blouse that I just wear all 5 days in a row. Yes, I do that. You can think that's gross. I don't care. It's what people used to do back in the day. So then like today I'm filming on a work day, so I've got this on, and then there'll be clothes I wear on my weekend, or sometimes if I go out with friends during the week, whatever. I do laundry once a week. That's it. I wash my towels and sheets once every like 2 weeks or once a month, whatever what's needed. But as far as wardrobe wise, one load once a week. I do not separate colors from whites because I don't even have whites in my wardrobe. And I wash everything on cold anyway, so color bleeding is not necessarily a concern. So that's laundry. Do I use dryer sheets? No, I think they're dumb. Yes, I get static on my dryer stuff. Things that come out of the dryer, especially because I'm inland and it's dry. It's more dry than the coast I was living on. Does it get staticky? Yes. Does it electrocute me? No, like it's just static. So what? So I don't use dryer sheets. Moving on. Vinegar. This is a magic bullet for cleaning your home. If anyone doesn't know, you can make vinegar spray. Just do equal parts. Like I have a glass spray bottle, so no plastic. Glass spray bottle, fill it half with vinegar, half with water. Vinegar is a natural antiseptic, antibacterial. It cleans great. I use it on my counters. I use it on my stove. I use it on my microwave, even though I actually have used my microwave like twice since living here. I don't really microwave things. I use it on my mirrors. I use it in my bathroom. I use it on the toilet. I use it on the floors. Literally, if it needs to be cleaned, it is with vinegar spray. That is it. That is the only spray I'm using. I used to use Swiffer and Windex and special toilet bowl, whatever, like 4, 5, 6 different household products that were just smelled disgusting and were just totally toxic chemicals. And I found that vinegar cleans just as good. And yes, it smells like vinegar, but I don't even think vinegar smells bad in comparison to something like a Swiffer wipe, which smells disgusting, and then lingers for like hours. Whether I need to dust a counter or whatever, like it cleans it up fine. And as far as cooking, some people are concerned about really getting stuff like salmonella cleaned up well in your kitchen if you're cooking with chicken. I personally am vegan. I've been vegan for 10 years, so that is not an issue for me of concern. I'm not worried about getting sick from like a carrot or a potato. But some people in the comments have said that they do cook with meat and they use vinegar spray, and because of its natural antiseptic qualities, they find it cleans completely fine, and they've never had a concern with getting sick or cross-contamination. So food for thought on that one. But I am very happy to not be using any sort of harsh chemicals in my home and breathing those in or touching them or putting them into the water system. So vinegar spray for the win. The last household product I use, which that means there's 3. Oh, I said that already, sorry. Well, repetition, right? 3, magic 3. This is just a really nice all-natural plant-based dish soap. It does have a slight scent to it, but it's from an essential oil, so it doesn't smell like fake and gross. It is all plant-derived and non-toxic, pH balanced, eco-friendly, cruelty-free and vegan, all the things. Got all these other certifications on here, but Australian allergy certified. That's great. Thanks, Australia. Anyway, good stuff, natural soap. We are sold this idea that you have to have a chemical to get something completely clean, and I just don't subscribe to that. Chemicals are so bad for the environment and so bad to be putting on your body, and I do not want to put Dawn dish spray, this electric blue chemical, whatever, onto something that I'm eventually going to eat off of. So I don't use any dish soap like that anymore. This has worked just fine. Again, I understand if you are cleaning up something like, oh, the sun's coming out. If you are cleaning up something like meat grease or whatever, let me know in the comments if natural soaps work for that. I would think that they do. Something like a coconut oil based soap can cut the grease well. Let me know what you use if you do cook with meat, and also use something natural so that other people who have that question might be able to see that answer. But okay, that is it for household products, just 3. Again, I have a little like handheld broom to sweep, like spot sweep with. I have a vacuum, which I broke down and bought a vacuum a couple months ago because I realized that having a carpeted home for the first time in 10 years, if you try to not vacuum it, it's gross. So I did get a vacuum. And then I have my toilet scrubby brush, and that's it actually for tools. So that is household. Moving on to beauty and oral hygiene. Not a lot in this category. Again, just as I was saying with household products, I used to use even more beauty products because I fell into the marketing scam and straight up lies that we are sold predominantly as women, but every human is, you know, there's a segment, like huge segment for men as well, but especially women. We are sold this idea that you need billions and billions of potions and sprays and lotions and serums and this specific thing harvested from kelp that costs $500 or something crazy to be able to A, have good skin, and B, be beautiful and desirable. And I used to buy into that. And the funny thing is, as I started to become a minimalist and around the same time I became vegan and just really wanted to stop wearing makeup and just be more natural in general, and I was experimenting and I would pull back these products. And it's funny because we're sold so much this scam that people actually get scared, like, oh my God, I don't have my scrub, I'm gonna break out. Oh my God, if I don't have this wipey pad or this remover or this cleanser, then my skin's gonna freak out. And I definitely had that like paranoia, but I really did want to simplify. So as I pulled back, this is really bad lighting. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, it's a bit of a struggle today. It was cloudy, now it's not. Here we go. As I began to pull back those products, I found that my skin just got better and better and better. And I would keep removing and then realize, oh, this feels softer. Oh, I don't have those bumps anymore. Oh, I'm not breaking out anymore. And oh, this is so freeing. And oh, I don't have to spend all this ridiculous money on all of these things and go shopping all the time. And when I travel, I don't have to bring this whole artillery of things with me because I'm scared if I don't have them, my skin will turn god-awful looking. And it's been incredibly liberating and just a confirmation of how much the marketing machine sells all these lies in the beauty industry. So now actually on my body, I use one thing and one thing only, well, 2 sometimes. The one thing I only ever really use is this. I've talked about this before. I actually became friends with the owner. So many of you guys in the comments, like some OGs from a year ago, were like reaching out to him and saying, you should sponsor this girl. And his name's Bob with Organic Cocoa Fiji. We're friends now. He's a really cool dude, has a really cool company. I decided not to do sponsorship because I'm so passionate about sharing the minimalist message, and that's the most important to me. And I feel like if you have a paid promotion label on the top front of your minimalist video, it's like totally hypocritical and just not a good look. So not sponsored, but he is a really cool dude with a really great company, and I just really love the product. This is a pure coconut oil soap. I use it on my face, my hair, my body. Then what biggest thing it transformed is my hair. Getting off of regular shampoo and conditioner, I used to have flat, lifeless, ugly, crappy, not exciting hair at all. And I would tease it, I would spray it, I would do hot rollers and curling iron and special treatments to try and get it to look how I wanted to look, and it never did. And it cost so much money, and it had a bad texture, and it was just always this huge production to do my hair. And now I do literally nothing to it. Is it award-winning Pantene Pro V supermodel Bellamy hair extension looking hair? No, but I don't care about that. It's how I like it to look, and it feels soft and healthy, and I only wash it once a week. I do have a video, it's older if you want to find it at the beginning, called my Ultra Minimalist Hair Care Routine, if you want to check that out. But I essentially don't do anything to my hair anymore, and just washing it once a week with this coconut oil soap and completely cutting out regular shampoo and also no conditioner has given it so much more body and life and wave and just good texture that I had no idea was there. So this changed my life. It's really soft on the skin as well, and there's no chemicals or nasty crap that's going to be going into your body, because your skin is an absorbent organ. If you wouldn't eat it, you shouldn't put it on your skin, and you shouldn't be putting it back into the environment for animals and people to drink or eat in their food. So natural is best if it is going on your body, and I cannot recommend this soap enough. Again, it's called, can you see that? Cocoa Fiji, although I think the name changed to Organic Fiji. This, I get the coconut lime just because it smells good, but literally the ingredients, let's read this. Do this for fun. Check out a typical, like even one of those high-end like Myriad or Chanel cleansers that can cost like $100. Check out how many ingredients are in them and see how many of them you actually know what they are. Chances are it's a big long list of things you can't pronounce and don't know what they are and shouldn't be going in, on, or around you. The ingredients on this are, where are they? Traditional, saponified, cold-pressed, organic virgin coconut oil, comma, coconut and lime natural flavors, period. That's it. I can get behind that. Cocoa Fiji. So that again is on face, hair, and body. The second thing, this is more of a recent thing because I did have a video over the summer about why I put nothing on my skin, and that still is the default, but I found now that I'm not living on the coast, which I had been previous for like 5 years, I'm living inland. Inland San Diego is a desert, and I'm a bartender and my hands are getting washed like 100 times a day. My skin got dry. Not overly crazy dry, but occasionally, especially because Southern California was just on fire recently. So I'm sure you saw in the news, it was extraordinarily dry here and like hot, like just desert dry. So I did need something. So I got this Desert Essence. Is it completely 100% supernatural? It's close. It's mostly plant derived. Very, the stuff that, petrolatum, parabens, stuff you don't want, it doesn't have any of that. It is cruelty-free and vegan, which I always care about, and it smells nice, and it's just a good company, an eco-friendly company. So I still don't believe that you need to slather lotion all over yourself every single day. I think the body is way more self-regulating than that, but I use it as needed, sort of medicinally, if you will. So maybe like, it really tends to be once a week when I shave, and that's about it, unless it was like an extraordinarily like 19% humidity dry day. It's really just once a week as needed. My hands, close right now in the wintertime, again, because I'm a bartender and I'm washing my hands like 8 hours a day. My hands go through a beating, so I have been using it on just my hands every day, but as it goes into different seasons or I hopefully quit my job very soon, it's not something I need every day. Moving on, speaking of shaving, this is the one sort of like solid product I have, I guess, but it's, they don't last forever. Razors, I use a men's razor. I use Mach 3. I've used men's razors for probably 20 years. I think women's suck. They like cut the hair in half, but like don't get it at the root, and they just don't work for me. And I have like thick, coarse, dark hair. So I think men's razors just always get the job done better, and they still they're meant for a dude's face, so they still have protection against cutting or whatever. I don't know, works for me. So these, the actual razor, like the handle of it is, I've had that one for, gosh, at least 10 years, maybe like 15 years, I think, a very long time. And then these will last me maybe about a month and a half because I'm not shaving every single day. But yeah, that's shaving. Do I use shaving soap? Nope, just talked about that. Just use the coconut oil soap. That's another one of those marketing things. Oh, you can wash your body with this kind of soap, but if you're shaving, you need this special kind of soap. And maybe for a dude's face, I don't grow hair on my face, so I can't speak to that. But for my own body, do I need a special different kind of soap to shave? No, I don't. The one I have works great. Moving on, oral hygiene. Just two. Toothbrush, I guess maybe a toothbrush is a product because you change it every once in a while. Well, oops, okay, maybe you can include that, whatever. But Desert Essence, just toothpaste and dental tape, cruelty-free vegan, as I said. Am I sponsored by Desert Essence because I have all of these? No, I just happen to like the company and I happen to like their products. And this is like a nerdy, you could call it OCD. I call it artistic integrity of my medicine cabinet. I like everything to be matchy-matchy. Let me know in the comments if you also like matchy-matchy, because I have one of my older videos, I talk about how just in general, I stage products in my home rather than just throwing it every which way in the cabinet. I have it placed nicely as if it were on display because it just makes me feel better, but I'm a weirdo. Let me know if you do the same thing. But this, again, I used to use stuff like Crest and Colgate, or, I mean, those are the big two, right? People are that I can't think of any other of the big brands. And those are just filled with a bunch of crap that, again, we're sold this idea that you need harsh chemicals in order for something to be hygienic. And I do not want that going on my teeth. I don't want it just being inhaled, and I don't want it going back into the environment. This is a lot more eco-friendly / natural of a toothpaste. Are there more natural options out there? Yes, I've heard of people doing the like just pure baking soda. I did try that once a few years ago. It almost made me vomit. So I think it's great to make your own toothpaste that way, but I'm just not at that level yet, but kudos to you if you are. If anyone else has a natural toothpaste recipe, let me know in the comments because I'd be curious to hear about it if it's not baking soda based, if there's something else out there. But right now, that is what I use. And moving on to the last two products here. This is just some lip balm by Buddha Butter. Let's read the ingredients on this. I used to use like chapstick, that brand chapstick when I was little, which has a bunch of crap in it. I was stuck on Burt's Bees forever, and I found that actually like the peppermint and dries your lips out more, and there's something else in that, I forget what it is, but it just makes your lips addicted to it essentially. So I thought that I couldn't survive without it, and I had to go through like a lip rehab phase because I did want to get a vegan chapstick, and I was happy to find one that finally worked because the wax is what keeps the moisture in your lips, and this has candelilla wax. I don't know what candelilla is, but it is, I believe it's some kind of plant because this is 100% vegan. And it's just coconut oil, macadamia oil, candelilla wax, cocoa butter, and pure cacao absolute. Oh, sounds fancy. Smells nice, feels nice on the lips. I don't have to slather it on all day, every day. It's usually just once in the morning and then once before bed. Occasionally midday if it's a super dry day in the desert here, but it works really great. And what's cool is, the sun's in me again, it comes in paper tube, which is great. So less plastic. This is a biodegradable paper tube. So hats off to Buddha Butter for that. And the very last product, I would say, actually this is for sure the least natural product I have, but it is the least used. This is just a little tube of concealer. If I have a blemish every once in a while. How often does this get used? Maybe like less than 10 times a year for sure. I'll definitely go a month or sometimes 2 months without using it. It's really just if I happen to get a stress blemish with the way I eat. I'm mainly a whole foods plant-based diet, and I don't eat a lot of garbage. I live every once in a while, I'll eat some potato chips, but they're, for the most part, unless I'm like traveling and eat a bunch of greasy food I wouldn't normally eat, or if I get exorbitantly stressed out about something, my skin doesn't break out anymore. And that's a combination of the way that I eat, but also, as I was mentioning earlier, now that I'm not putting anything on my skin is so much happier. That's the biggest, well, there's so many scams sold in the beauty industry, but with foundation and concealer and all that stuff, contouring, the contour kits, all these things we're told to put on our skin as women to be more beautiful, screw up your skin. They make you break out, they make you get pimples, they make your skin uneven and less glowy. And so then you want to put more of it on because you're like, man, my skin looks like crap, I better cover it up. But if you can get out of that vicious cycle, you could, eat whole real foods, but mostly just get all that crap off of your face. And the serums, the cleansers, the scrubs, they're just irritating your skin. And then you put these suffocating layers of foundation on and your skin's like, help me, and it cries out and gets inflamed and you get zits and you think you just have to buy more of all that stuff to remedy your skin, when in reality, if you could just pull it all away, your skin would be quite happy. I know so many people that that's been the case, and you'll save a bunch of time and money. And on that note, I, as you can see, have not held up any makeup because I stopped wearing makeup. I used to wear makeup, I wouldn't leave the house without it, and that's been a journey too over the years of just pulling back more and more and more. And really during COVID, I realized I just don't want to put this stuff on my face anymore. And I started falling in love with my appearance in a different way, where I used to feel so insecure without makeup and think, oh my gosh, I have to wear sunglasses if I'm at a coffee shop without makeup because I'm like Quasimodo, so awful to look at. Now I finally got to the point where I really actually started to feel worse with makeup, and I just didn't feel like myself. I felt like it dimmed my natural light, and you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There may be some people watching saying like, damn, she would probably look a lot better if she wore some makeup. Fine, cool, that's your opinion. But what matters is how you feel, and feeling your most authentic self and letting your light shine through is, I think, the most important thing. And for me, with where I'm at now in life, I just don't want to wear it. I was holding onto a tube of mascara that was like the last man standing for a while, and I realized I just didn't even want to put that on anymore, and I felt better. I felt like I looked my best self without it. So I have zero makeup now, and it's quite liberating to get ready, like whereas I used to spend between the old regime of washing shampoo and conditioner and a hair dryer, which by the way, I don't own a hair dryer anymore, and curling it and spraying it, and then the foundation, the contour, the eyeshadow, the eyeliner, the mascara, the eyebrows, the blush, oh, there's a plane coming. Just so much stuff. It could take me 2 hours to get ready sometimes, and now it will take me 5 minutes no matter what, and I don't feel slovenly or slobbish. I just feel, you know, I'll put on a nice outfit that's appropriate for the event, but I don't feel like I need all of these external things to be presentable to the world. I just have to be in my own authenticity and confidence. So that is the list. I will cut to here I'll show you at the end here, just sort of them all grouped together, because I know everyone loves, everyone loves to see the satisfying, like, everything lined up together. So I will show you a clip of that. Other than that, let me know in the comments if this has inspired you to get rid of one or many of your household or beauty products and lean towards a more simple regime with that and a more natural regime. And if you have any other tips of your own that for natural products I use, share them in the comments, because I'm sure there are lots of other people that would love to hear them. Other than that, thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Et voila. Every single product I use for my home, hygiene, and beauty routine. 10 items total. Super satisfying. Cheers, friends.